David, thank you. August 13th, 2006, Lieutenant Arnie Wolff becoming the first Green Bay firefighter to die battling a blaze. Crews responding to this house on Edgewood Drive in Green Bay. The house engulfed in smoke and flames. Wolff and his partner, Jo Brinkley-Chaudoir, entered the house on a search and rescue mission. The floor collapsing, dropping them both into the burning basement. She was rescued. Wolff was trapped by debris, unable to be reached by the rescue crews. His sacrifice lives on now, honored on fire department vehicles and in the city park in Green Bay that is named after him. Wolff being remembered today on this somber 20th anniversary in many ways, including by his partner. Ashley Robinson has her story.
For 2 decades, Jo Brinkley-Chaudoir has carried the memory of the Edgewood Drive fire. She retired from the fire service in 2011, seeking a way to cope with the traumatic experience she endured. 8 years ago, she opened New Beads and Jewelry in Bellevue. While she will never forget what happened, designing jewelry allows her to find solace in a new creative outlet.
It's very therapeutic. I enjoy it a lot. Making jewelry is something to do and creative, and it takes your mind off of a lot of things.
It is a piece she has fought hard to find, stepping away from the sirens to find calm in the silence of her shop. But Brinkley-Chaudoir prefers not to dwell just on the tragedy. She deeply treasures Wolff's memory and his character.
Oh, he was a nice guy. Yeah, he was quiet, kept to himself a lot, but read a lot, but he was a really nice guy.
No matter how many years pass, the heaviest burden Brinkley-Chaudoir carries to this day isn't the physical scars, but the survivor's guilt. As for what she would say if he was here,
boy, I don't know. Just that I wish I could have gotten him out.
For Brinkley-Chaudoir and the city of Green Bay, August 13th will always be a day of reflection and remembrance. In Green Bay, Ashley Robinson, Action 2 News.